Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back to B.T.P Reads, aka It's the Bree Show, and this will be another reading slash regular video for you guys, okay? So the full moon in Taurus is coming up for everybody, obviously, on the 28th, okay? So Saturday, okay, is when I believe it'll be, pretty full or almost, to its fullest potential or whatever like that, fully illuminated. So yes, okay, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that for a few minutes, and then I'll just pull some oracle messages for the collective, and I'll go ahead and close it out. So the full moon in Taurus, right? So we know that one, Taurus is still in Jupiter right now, okay? So I think too, this full moon, it brings a even stronger significance to Venus like things. So too, when it comes to things we value, right? Venus is all about value. It's all about who and what we appreciate, okay? But ultimately, especially with this Aries North Node, I think it also is a reminder and a reflection back to us that it all starts with self, right? How can we really love or understand or even show, let alone be able to appreciate and take in, and really value, love, or things that are given to us that we are supposed to cherish, right, or whatever like that, or we are supposed to deem as valuable, or protect as sacredness, because I think that Taurus also represents sacredness, okay? Hence having that Hierophant connection in tarot, okay? So yeah, okay. So how can we really delve into that, right, if we don't even understand and appreciate the sacredness within ourselves that we all embody at the end of the day? You know what I mean? So I think that the love and the appreciation that we not only yearn from others, whether it is our people, our family, our friends, our co-workers, our peers, our teachers, our role models, right? Okay, even down to some of you guys' or other people's like favorite celebrities and things like that, because baby, we could talk about it, you know what I'm saying? We could talk about that too, you know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with loving some, artist for their music, for their talent, for their gifts, whatever it may be. And appreciating that again with that Venus, that Taurus energy. But I think too, the obsession and the fixation and the glorification, you know what I mean, that people easily just freely give out, you know what I'm saying, to these artists, to these celebrities and things like that, and they don't even give that to themselves. And then they'll hear people like me who will talk about spirituality, who will bring out the cards, who will light the candles and shit like that, which you don't even need the cards and the candles. This is just something that I practice, you know what I mean? And I don't even necessarily need the cards and the candles, because it's like adding sprinkles to a birthday cake, you know what I'm saying? Or it's even like adding the candle to the birthday cake, you know what I'm saying? Because really, you don't need a candle on your birthday, right? But the real magic comes in when you light the candle, you know what I'm saying? Or you can have the candle on your birthday, but nobody may not have a lighter, you know what I'm saying? But you don't really have to light the candle on your birthday, you know what I'm saying? It's really just it's the word it's the principle or whatever, right? The fact that everyone's there who you love or care about is there to celebrate with you, you know what I mean? Or just the fact that you don't survive another year and you're stronger, you're wiser, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? That's what it's about. It's not necessarily about the cake. You know what I'm saying? But if you do have a flame, right? If you do have a match to light that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? To add some light to the candle, so you can not just make a wish, because we ain't just wishing or hoping, but putting your actual intention. Like, that's magic in itself. You know what I'm saying? That's spirituality in itself. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. But people will look at people like me, you know what I'm saying, and be like, oh, well, what she's talking about or what she's saying is hogwash. Or, oh, she's, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 blah. Or, oh, what does she know? You know what I'm saying? She ain't no motherfucking Joel Osteen. She ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know whoever these people is, Oprah. I mean, I don't know who you want me to be. You know what I'm saying? Because usually that's what people do. They try to find somebody to compare you to say who you're not, to try to discredit you for who you are. Like, no, I'm not Oprah. No, I'm not this person with this degree or that went to this place or it has this $1 million or whatever. No, I'm not that person, but I'm me. And just like they went through their own life experiences and shit like that, and just like Oprah, to where she was able to start writing books and having her own show. Yeah, guess what? I can do the same shit. It ain't no difference. Go figure. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, but that's the power of Taurus, okay? Shout out to Oprah anyway with her fixed ass. She's an Aquarius, but I don't know if she have Taurus in her chart though. I wouldn't be surprised because she be all about the money, okay? But yeah, and that's another thing with Taurus energy, right? Not to say it's all about the money. It's on the surface level, you can say that it's money, right? Just earth energy in general, the elements, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, okay? But the second house in itself, the house of Taurus, does deal with money, okay? And resources and things like that. But ultimately, money, and this is like a reminder, and this is even something that I had to learn because I had to better my relationship, you know what I'm saying, with money and the way I perceived it, you know what I'm saying, my understanding of it, because I grew up in a world similar to a lot of other people where, you know, I wasn't taught certain things, you know what I'm saying? My parents, you know, they didn't know certain things, so they didn't teach me certain things, you know what I'm saying? In school, they didn't teach us certain things. They didn't talk to us about certain things. So, but in regards to money, you know what I mean? Like, ultimately, money, what do people love to say? Money runs the world or whatever. Money makes the world go round or something like that. But ultimately, that's a poor mindset. That's a poor way of looking. Because even the richest people don't even look at money how we look at money. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling one person this a little while ago. I'm like, do you think these people that make the money, you think you think they're spending the money? You think they're using the money? Or at least the same currency we're using? It's just like when they put out these new cell phones. You don't think that these people already had access to this shit and was already utilizing these things and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They just throw out and give to us what they've already done, co-conspired and created and used for themselves. Down to the knowledge, down to their teachings, down to the religion, down to the sciences, down to everything that they throw out and give you. You think it's new. You think it's, oh, this is a new, what do they call it? New aged, or, oh, you know, whatever, like down to the I was about to say the food. Well, yeah, the food too, but I mean down to the phones and everything. These are things that they have already discovered, okay? You know what I'm saying? So my point is just in saying all of this ultimately, is that we give these things money. We create these things. We give it life. We give it, it's just going even back to the phones, back to the iPhone. Okay, I mean any type of phone, but specifically the iPhone, right? Since that's the most popular phone in the world. Why is it the most popular phone in the world? Why is Apple worth what it is worth? Because there are people and consumers who will buy it and spend the money, the time, the resources to get the motherfuckers. The phone, down to the point they got Apple phones, Apple watches, Apple everything. Probably gonna have Apple goddamn shoes next. Like Michael Jordan, they gonna have motherfucking Apple tennis shoes. Mark my words. Okay? And I ain't gonna lie, Apple, I want a deal in that. Okay? If it come out and drop, I want a deal in that. Y'all got me fucked up. Okay? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? But that's my point. Okay? We give all of these things life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you go into business, right? Hell, even when you was in college, or when you was in high school, middle school, whatever, and you was selling your little snacks, or you was selling your little fundraiser, whatever the hell, you was selling your little clothes on the side, whatever you do, some people had little hustles or whatever, when they were in school, okay, or when you had to sell your little chocolate bars or whatever, go door to door, whatever you had to do, go classroom to classroom, try to sell it. Ultimately, it was just up to you, your gift of gab, and your cute face, or whatever God blessed you with, hopefully, and whatever, you know what I'm saying, to try to sell that product and get the person to see why they should. My salespeople understand. It ain't necessarily about the product itself. It's about making the consumer, the customer, feel like they need it, even if they really don't. It's about a feeling. And when you get people in a certain feeling and you get people thinking, oh, this can add value to my life, or oh yeah, I probably do need that, even down to a chocolate bar. This person, no, I probably don't really need that, but I love chocolate. Oh, well, let me help the little boy out, hey, I don't really do too many good deeds anyway, so let me do a good deed today. I mean, you don't know what, what I'm saying? People come up with all type of logic in their own mind to make themselves feel better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'm just using an example, y'all, just with anything. When you get people to feel a certain way, or feel like they need something, or feel like this certain thing or whatever can add value to their life, that is when it becomes valuable. That is when it becomes energy, a currency in your life. Currency is more than just money. It's, what I'm saying, anything can be a currency. Ultimately is an energy. That's why money changes. You know what I'm saying? The way money looks now, money didn't look that way 300 years ago. And it's probably not 300 years, 200 years from now. Hell, probably not even 100 years. 50 years from now, it's probably going to start to look different, because the economy's already changing. But that's just my point in itself, is to say that we give these things life. We create these things, okay, and give these things meaning. It's not the other way around. So money don't make the world go round. We make this motherfucker go round. We create money. We give money life. If everybody was to say, hey, I'm not using money anymore, I'm not spending money, guess what? Those people that create the money, they're out of business. They're shit out of luck. You gotta understand that. The only reason why they're continuing to produce this money is because we're continuing to believe that this is what we need in order to live and survive. This is what we need. This brings value into our life. We need this to exist. So now it has become more than just a currency or something, something to just bring value into our life, or to help us better access certain things, you know, in a more civilized way. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't even about that no more. It's about power. It's about control. It's about keeping you enslaved, your mind enslaved. I was about to say your mama enslaved, your kids enslaved. That's what it's about. And to remind your ass every time you look at the bills, who's really the head in charge. And it ain't you. It ain't your daddies on the bills, right? It ain't our uncles on them bills, on them coins. It ain't our brothers. It ain't our best friends. No, it ain't these rappers. It ain't these rock stars. No, it's not them. It's not the pop stars. It's not them. It ain't your favorite football player. It ain't them. It ain't none of them on them bills. It ain't none of them calling shit, popping shit off in the White House. It ain't none of them sitting at the what the people call? Goddamn, the world, the new world, the whoever. Not the New World Order, the not the WHO people, I forgot what they're called. But it's like they have like a person that comes in, they represent like each nation or something like that. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, our people ain't there. Let's just say that. Our people ain't there at them tables. Okay? Shit. Anyways, long story short, take your power back. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull a card, the Energy Oracle card for the collective, for this full moon in Taurus here, okay? And pull out some messages for y'all, for everybody, for us. Sorry, y'all, my moon in Aries, I got a bunch of Leo in my chart, Sagittarius. I mean, I'm really mostly fire, so even though I am a water baby, but you know, sometimes it could come off like I'm being separate and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to separate yourself in a sense so people hear the message and don't focus so much on you. If you understand, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to do that because sometimes people be too caught up in the person and not the message. It ain't about me. It's not about me, okay? And just like these people making a fool of themselves, okay? Trying to continue to keep us, baby, blinded and all. It's not about them either. So stop making it about them, right? We got to take our power back, okay? So we have Earth Worship, Cow, Primal. All right, Sun God at the bottom. Okay, so double fives here as well, transformation, of course, ultimately. Now this cow too, it makes me think of Taurus, okay, because it almost looked like a bull. I ain't never seen a cow with horns before, have you? That's a bull, right, or something. But yeah, this cow got horns. So yeah, all right. Let's see. Let's pull some cards for the full moon in Taurus, for the collective. Earth worship, okay. Ultimately, that's Earth energy in itself here, which is, you know, what represents not only Mother Earth, but Taurus, okay. So yeah, this full moon is gonna, you know, bring not more of an awareness, excuse me, you guys, but also increase our desires, right? When it does come to, you know, love, romance, things like that, all that good shit. You know, I know some people want to hear our relationships, but also, again, who and what we love, we value and appreciate, okay? But also understanding that we are the ones that give these things power. It's not the other way around, right? It's not the other way around. Okay, so new beginnings. New beginnings, right? Hold on, guys. That was like 10 cards. Let's pull a few more. Okay. So extremes and wheel. Okay. Yeah, so 7s and 5s, okay, are relevant here. All right, we have release at the bottom. So yeah, all of it. I mean, yeah, ultimately, the full moons is always a time to release, right? It's also, you know, the end of a cycle. Okay, the end of cycles here. But ultimately, every ending, what brings new beginning. All right, which this release equals 9. Anyway, okay. So just like a woman, right, giving birth, you know, she carries the baby, the child for 9 months, right? Because it almost look like she's giving birth or something here, pushing something out. The woman carries, the mother carries the baby, the child for 9 months, right? And ultimately, it's the ending 9 here, okay, of that child's life cycle in the womb, but it's a new beginning and a new life cycle, right, of that child in this world. So that child is still living and breathing inside the mother's womb. So obviously it's living in some reality, some type of existence to exist inside of her. Right? It's breathing some way, living some way. It just, shit, is breathing a different type of air or whatever once it come here in Earth. But anyway, child. So yeah, let me go ahead and get into Earth worship. Y'all already made this video longer than I needed to. So harmony, okay? Earth worship is a card of celebration for the fulfillment of a journey. You have achieved much and have much to celebrate, like the seasons flowing from one to another. You too have reached a place of harmony and wholeness. Take some time to reflect on your journey. What lessons have you learned? In what ways can you express gratitude for all that you've done, okay? I don't really like reading by the book like that. I don't, but I want to do something different today because I don't know, I feel like a teacher. I mean, I feel like a teacher vibe. I mean, okay, with this dang Taurus energy. And I am a Taurus natal. Well, Jupiter, I'm sorry, in Taurus natal. So, okay. Okay, and then cow represents all things related to a happy home, stability, nourishment, the mother archetype. A cow's size may seem overwhelming, but you cannot help but feel a sense of comfort when close by these gentle spirits. Your situation requires you to return to the basics of nurturing and support before moving forward. Do you have the basic requirements for what you're seeking? Yeah, and this does not invite criticism, neither should you. You're simply being guided to examine whether or not you have all that you need, all right, to feel comfortable and safe. Ultimately, that is Taurus energy, and Taurus is exalted in what? In the moon, okay? And ultimately, Cancer is ruled by the moon, okay? So that's where this extreme or excess, and here we go with extreme excess energy. That's probably why it's aligned right here with the cow, the energy of nurturing and shit. Okay, so just be mindful of that, guys. You know, not to go too extreme, still be grounded and things like that, with taking care of yourself, but at the same time, shit, do what it is that you need. Just use discernment. You know what I'm saying? Don't go overboard. This can be through anything that you find some type of strong pleasure or desire in. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I would say the hardest thing to really go towards, as far as putting most of your energy in, would be anything that reflects back to yourself. Okay, so anything that gives you your power back, your strength back, your motivation back, anything that was once deprived from you or that you have been suppressing from yourself, okay? If anything, that's the change and transformation that you need to be seeking during this full moon. You know what I'm saying? That's the extreme that you need to be going in, and not like this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these ritual holidays and getting lost in the sauce with, you know, this bullshit, you know, they want us to get lost in, okay? Or drama, or, you know, whatever people in the world or your family or your peers want you to get lost in, okay? Or spending all your money and time on them and you ain't got shit left for yourself. Nah, okay? And then primal. There's a primal force flowing through each of us. You feel it when your tummy rumbles. You feel it when you have the urge to eat, or when sexual desires overcome. I just said anything in regards to pleasures or your desires. These urges guide you to seek shelter when it rains, cover up when you're cold, run when you're afraid. Okay, the primal card is here to challenge you to let go of who you think you're supposed to be so you can become who you are. If you have felt confused, stagnant, lacking in motivation, have a general sense you're going nowhere, it may be because you're trying to follow a path that ain't meant for you. Yeah, so follow your true path and follow your true instincts, okay? And ultimately, the sun god here at the bottom, this can represent Leo energy, okay? So Leo energy can be significant here as well. Some of you guys may have significant Leo in your chart. Of course, now this Taurus energy would be squaring you guys. If you have Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio in your chart, this energy in the full moon will be squaring you. Unless you have Scorpio in your chart, it'll be opposing you, okay? But ultimately, this could also be Aries energy too. But yeah, ultimately, okay, this is you stepping in your power, okay? And it's stepping in your power just means to stand in your truth, embracing your inner light, okay? But also this is the masculine energy. So this is also, you know, pushing out, okay, being expressive with this, assertive with it, and standing in your position, standing in your power, standing in your worth, standing in your whatever, right? Down to the Taurus energy, in your dignity, in your morals, okay, in your values, even down to your principles and belief, okay? Even if you are religious, okay, you still have the understanding and the spiritual, understanding and depth, right? And capacity, to know how to nurture yourself, how to better move, how, having discernment, when to dive deeper into a desire and when to pull the fuck back, okay? I'm gonna read this one last card, y'all, which is willpower, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. I just feel like I need to read that. So will, I keep thinking if it's a will, it's a way. Will feels like a very old-fashioned concept. Okay, when we decide we're going to change something in our lives, let's say a particularly negative pattern or bad habit, breaking the old way we do things can be difficult. Okay, decisions require action. You are in control of your own decisions in life, no one else. Passion and will determines a great proportion of your success. Okay, you will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first. What did I say earlier? You should focus on yourself first. Avoid placing your will over another's. Yeah, so you can do for yourself. I was about to say Taurus placements. Okay, some of y'all definitely can have significant Taurus placements too that need to hear this. Okay, but yeah, it's okay to do for yourself, right? It's okay to trust your instincts, intuition. It's okay to, ultimately go after the things that you want, okay? But not only it's not about wants, but it's also about what the fuck you need, right? Make sure, especially with this cow energy, that's also what this represents, okay? Nurturing yourself, loving yourself is also about giving yourself what you need. Okay, don't deprive yourself of what you need. It could be as simple as you need some water today. You need some love today. You need some healing today. Damn, you need a hug today. You need after you're done working or after you're done, whatever it is that you do, picking your kids up, cleaning your house, whatever. Damn, you need to remind yourself how much you love yourself, or, you did a good job. Whatever it is that you need to give it to yourself. It's not these full moons and things like that, especially when it's in these energies of like Taurus, Libra, Cancer. It's not just about what you want and craving, and again, like I said, be careful about that desire, that becoming extreme with that shit. Okay, it's also about what you need. But yeah, give yourself what you want too. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, just use discernment. Okay, And also release and let go of what you know, what no longer serves you, okay? Or just what weighs you down ultimately, okay? Yeah, focus, okay? Focus on your intentions, focus on whatever it is you want to manifest here with this number 5, all these 5s. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, guys, and enjoy, well, I was about to say enjoy your Christmas. For some of y'all, it may feel like Christmas, okay? I did not mean to make this video this long, but yeah, enjoy the full moon of Taurus, y'all. And yeah,